Let me tell you one of the worst moments of my academic life. It wasn't failing an exam. It wasn't getting criticized by a lecturer. It was something more subtle. I had just gotten back a test score. It was good. It was really good. And for a moment, I felt complete. Like I finally had proven something. Like I mattered. And then I realized that's terrifying, because if a good grade makes me feel complete, what happens when I don't get one? If my worth goes up when I succeed, doesn't that mean it goes down when I don't? I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Who are you without your grades? Without the perfect results, without the internship offers, without the experience you've gotten? Who are you? Because here's what I've learned, and I've learned it the hard way. Your grades can go up and down, your productivity can fluctuate, your reputation can shift, but your identity, that should be anchored in something that doesn't move. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying grades don't matter. They do. I graduated with first class. I care about excellence. But I had to learn this. My grades are not my worth. My output is not my value. My performance is not my identity. And if you don't learn that, you spend your whole life on a treadmill, chasing the next achievement, the next validation, the next proof that you're enough, and you never rest. Let me tell you what this was like for me. There were nights I couldn't sleep because I was replaying my mistakes. There were mornings I woke up anxious because I hadn't done enough yet. There were moments I avoided people because I didn't have anything impressive to report. That's what happens when your identity is tied to your performance. You become a slave to it. But here's the shift I made, and I want you to make it as well. Your identity is not what you do, it is who you are. You are not a CGPA. You're a person God created with purpose. You are not a resume. You're a steward created with time, calling, and gifts. You are not defined by your last win or your last failure. You are defined by something deeper, something steadier, someone who doesn't change with every exam result. For me, that anchor is Jesus Christ. I know I am loved, I know I am called, and I know I am His. Whether I score a 90% or a 60%, whether people applaud me or people ignore me. And once I anchored there, everything changed. I could still pursue excellence, but not from a place of pressure, but from a place of peace. I could still work hard from a place of stewardship, not from a place of scrambling for my worth. I could still celebrate wins, but without needing them to feel complete. I could fail and not fall apart, because my identity wasn't on the line, it was already secure. Now, maybe you're thinking, but I'm not a Christian. Trust me, Jesus Christ is the only foundation that works. I want you to ask yourself, what are you building your sense of self-worth on? Is it a solid ground or is it sifting sand? Because if your identity rises and falls with your performance, you will never have peace. You will always be one bad semester, one rejection, one failure from a breakdown. But if you anchor in someone deeper, someone true, someone steady, in Jesus, then you'll be secure. Free to fail without falling apart, free to succeed without becoming arrogant, free to rest without feeling guilty, free to be yourself, not a performance. So here's my challenge for you. Before you chase the next big thing, pause and ask yourself, who am I without this? And then build your life from that truth. Because you are more than what you produce. You are more than what you achieve. You are more than your last win. You are more than your last result. You are enough right now as you are. And once you believe this, you stop performing for worth. You start performing from worth. And this changes everything.